Rise and shiny babies, this is Uncle Dova on the spot, and today we come up with another great interview with the top 2 on level, Domto Snd. But before we get into that, I have to tell you about our very first video on this YouTube channel, an interview with LilIbDJL. If you haven't watched that one yet, click on the card on the top right corner above and check this out. And now let's bring our interview with Domto Snd, and I have to say that it is an honor indeed for me bring you here, buddy. So thank you for that. But now our very first question is, who is Domto? What can you tell us about yourself, buddy? Well, Domto is a Rukai player that has started playing and joined the Bolton's Guild. Made friends willing only to have fun, has never been the best PvP, never been the best one on leveling up, has never been the best one on training, just never given up. Made friends and still just a regular guy. I'm 31 years old by now and I'm from Mato Grosso state, from Brazil. I work as a trader representative and I travel a lot and I don't have too many time available, and this is important.
Da primeira pergunta é isso.
Fantastic, absolutely fantastic. And what did you do to become Domto? I mean, what strategies have you taken, and can you give some tips about your routines? And I'm curious, very curious about your nickname Domto. Where did it come from and what does it represent for you?
O nick.
I'll start from the last question. Well, my brother and I have always been playing strategy games, and by that time there is no even RPG online games, and my nick was always Domato in reference to my state, which is Mato Grosso, and sometimes someone called me Dom, so it was always Dom or even Domato. And when I started playing Rukai, I was typing on Rukai's keyboard and I missed a letter A, and it has become Domto instead. And when I was wealthy enough on the game to change it for Domato or even for Dom as it should be, some friends told me that it wasn't a good idea because I was already well known as a Domto and I should keep it. So I did it and I quite like it. I'm not the kind of guy that changes the nickname all the times, and it stills. Now my strategies, in fact there is no strategy at all. Things just start happening. I start making friends and everything that happens I reached spontaneously. And there are people that know me very well and they know that my priority is always having fun, and sometimes I talk about being more responsible and committed when in competition, but having fun comes first place.
O importante é você se divertir em primeiro lugar.
Wow, that's awesome, man. And now, which ones do you consider the most important moments again? I mean, the best ones and the worst ones ever. And who are your best friends and your worst enemies?
Então, tio Dova.
So, Uncle Dova, for me at the beginning, the most important moment was when the Rei Noturno recruited me into the Bolton's Guild, where I met most part of the guys that still playing together nowadays. And that was surely very important, I can't deny it. And then Rei Noturno has stopped the play, and with the end of the Bolton's Guild, we created a high trust group with 20 and few players, and from there we start the Snd guild. Some more experienced and old guys, let's say it. And it has become Snd, which is very special for me. When started very low, struggling little by little and conquering and battling with many enemies, like we won war against FSR and against others, and we lost some as well, and it was very important for our improvement and carry on battling without giving up. Now, an awesome moment was when we won the war against AKT or Akatsuki and they closed the guild. and that was unforgettable. No doubt a very special moment to us. My friends also are very special, the guys that are always on Discord. I will quote some guys, but for sure I'll probably forget some. Uncle Dove is always there, Jigsaw, Necromancer, Kovarik, Elite, who else? Lâmpada Mágica, Turazinho, Deon Turar, but he's not always there because he works. So the girls like Lilith, Deusa Eva, Android, Jessica, my wife, she's also plays and she is my partner and my best friend ever. We are always together. She always helps me. Who else? Let's say Sayajin. Just like I said, I would forget some now. The crew is ginormous, but that's it. Enemy, we had the Akate, right? After defeating them, we are without enemies. We are living a peaceful moment, let's say it. The worst moment ever, I believe there was... Look dude, it was very tense and very hard when they rooked Jigsaw's account. I was very upset, and so all of the Snd members were willing to help on something, but with that come one of the most joyful moments ever, that Jigsaw bought the Caliburn account, and it was already the top 1 melee, and that was an awesome turnover. And I think there were lots of very good moments and bad ones, but only on that event was very bad with a very good ending.
Char melhor ainda.
Wow, Domto, that sounds magnificent. So, as we are talking about good moments, recently you and Jigsaw have reached the level 700 altogether in a single event. So, what does that represent to the Ruko itself and for Snd once you both are members of the same guild?
Cara, sem dúvida.
Dude, no doubt, reaching the level 700 for both was a historical mark, not only for the Snd, but also especially for the game itself. Two Brazilian players getting it, level 700, both Snd members, two friends that have been playing for such a long time together. Everybody knows it represents an awesome achievement, no doubt, thoroughly satisfactory. We've got where we are because of our friends, because of Snd, that beautiful and awesome family which is the Spirit Never Die, that was no doubt simply sensational. Wow, that was strong. That was really emotional. I got emotional only by listening you talking about this. Now, what do you think Rukoi needs to become even better?
Então, jogo já
So, the game itself is very fun, the PvP is cool, the fact of the XP being endless is very cool, and the training is also cool, so you must be trained to get good skills. So, what does it need? It needs missions, some missions for you get more items or craft items, some missions for XP, and missions to get some bonus on your skills. From my point of view, only needs missions. It doesn't need so many things. Some freak used to say they want 5 actualizations in a single month. It's crazy. RPG is not that way, dude. Rukoi itself is already endless. It only needs missions, quests. It's only that Rukoi needs.
Isso, falta no Rukoi.
Yeah, no doubt. I completely agree with you. Now, our last question. What are your future expectations in the game?
Eu vou dividir em duas essa resposta.
I'll split this into two answers. I wish my guild with more than 500 players and my friendship cycle on Discord exceeds 300 people, and our family keep on being that special, which is very cool, just like it is, but even bigger, you know? Every time with more and more people and becoming mega strong, and my expectations to the guild, that I think it is even more important than Rukoi itself to me, is that one, get ginormous and with lots of friends and hanging out every day on Discord. My expectations for the game, besides of missions, I'd like is having 2 or 3 rivals at the same Snd's level. When I say that, I wish Snd that big. I also would like 2 or 3 at the same size to battle. It would be tough, but toughness pushes up, so it's also fun, and we need of rivals like this. This is my expectation related to the game, and for sure we won't stop until it happens. Hail SND and hail
Raio
Cordova.
SND. E tamo junto, Tilo.
Thank you very much, Domto. If you liked that video, hit that like button, leave your comment, share, and subscribe to this channel. Peace out.